Hello, and a warm welcome to Conny Decorates today, and I have the cameraman with me. All the furry friends are outside here as well. The weather is still really nice, and being able to make such a great decoration in this weather makes me really happy. And today this is our autumn decoration. This is a long-lasting, I would say, table decoration. You can nicely place it on a sideboard, and it really lasts super well because everything dries out. And yes, we really like it because it just gives us such a beautiful autumn atmosphere today. And if you want to know how this theme works, stay tuned because we're going to show you now. Hello and a warm welcome to Conny Decorates today. And Micha, the cameraman, is here too. All the furry friends are out here too. The weather is still really beautiful. So the fact that you can already make such great decorations in this weather makes me really happy. And this is our autumn decoration for today. It's a long-lasting, I would say, table decoration. You can nicely place it on a sideboard, and it really lasts super well because everything dries out. And yes, we really like it because it has given us such a wonderful autumn atmosphere today. And if you want to know how this theme works, stay tuned because we're going to show you now. These are the things we need today. And now Micha is just going to take a look down here with the camera. And here we have the heather, and it's in purple, pink and green. And I actually managed to get a few white pumpkins. I'm really happy about that. And together with soy, I collected wild carrots. I managed to find a few more of those as well. And here I have a bit of glitter, a bit of gold glitter. And here I also have a whole bunch of collected items from Laura. And there are gold tones in there, but also various other colors. Then today I also have egg whites again, a few wooden skewers, but also these metal, or rather wire, these thick wires, these rods, the mill bread. Yes, and today I have floral foam and this bowl, which I've had for a little while now, and I'd like to use it today as a table decoration, specifically for indoors. And I'd say, let's get started. The floral foam here, I would say, is about, well, a little more than half of the other one left, and I'm just going to stick it right into the container now. Just take a look. I think it looks nice when you have different heights, and that's especially good, particularly with the pumpkins. That means I can also stick things in a bit from the side here. I have more stability here, especially because I can lean it against that. I'll probably do that on this side later. Just see for yourselves how you'd like to arrange it. I'd also like to have a lovely pumpkin right here. So I'm just going to carefully do it like this. I'll use the sharp knife. Let me just gently move these other items out of the way and simply cut off a small edge on the back side here. Today I'm adding the beautiful color gold to the natural elements. So I'll take some fresh egg white and carefully brush just a little bit of it on top of my pumpkin here, gently brushing the pumpkins. Now I'll carefully take the shimmering gold, and being very cautious because it's a really fine, delicate gold, I will just gently and delicately rub it on top of the pumpkins, ensuring an even application. The pumpkins are ready to dry, and now I'll take the wild carrot, just dip it a little bit into the egg white, and then put it into the gold. If there's too much, you can also blow on it a little, but I think this is just right, and it's really practical. I can just stick it into the floral foam here so it can dry perfectly. The carrot is also drying, and now I'm just taking a wooden stick like a skewer, and I'm simply going to stick it into the pumpkin here. Of course, you can also secure it with glue. Now, as you insert it into the pumpkin, air gets in. That means at some point, of course, it will start to rot faster. It lasts a long time, but naturally it won't last as long as if it were left completely untouched inside. So either you skewer it, or, as I'll show you now, you can glue it in place here with hot glue. Apply plenty of hot glue, then place the wooden stick on it. It's a bit tricky with the wind, so hold it in place until it dries. If you want, which is always a good idea, you can also add a bit more hot glue on top, and then it will be really super stable. So there are these two options, either hot glue or just stick it in. And the one with glue is also really solid now. It's dried very well, and I'll just stick the third one in here. There's something else I'd like to do beforehand. I always really like it when you add a bit of a decorative touch to these natural materials. And since we still have some moss left, I'm going to completely cover this area with moss. I also stuffed a bit of floral foam into the holes on the sides here. That way the pumpkin is even more stable and we get a bit more volume from underneath. I just pulled the moss apart. Now I'm taking the binding wire, pressing it in a bit here and wrapping it around a few times. It doesn't have to be much. Now I'll just cut off the rest here. Now you can also double it up if you want it to be a bit more stable. You can twist them together here, and now I'm going to secure the moss on one side by simply sticking the wire in there. I'll just move the heather aside here, push it in really deep, and I'll do the same on the other side. So now we have pumpkins, we have moss, and we have a bit of muhlenbeck. You could also lay a nice branch over it, or you can bend dogwood into a nice shape and maybe just add whatever you have on hand. I think it looks really, really nice, especially now in autumn. I think you can also add a few brown tones, just loosely mix in some brown shades. You can also twist it around the pot as a wreath, which I always find really beautiful as well. And now I am going to meticulously start making these charming little bouquets with the beautiful heather. I will carefully take my sharp scissors once again, precisely cut the heather down here at the base, then gently take the binding wire, wrap it securely around the stems just once, carefully cut off any excess wire, and then simply and firmly stick the wire into the soft floral foam. I am planning to create many delightful little bouquets in various vibrant colors all over the arrangement, and look closely, some of the tiny little ones have unfortunately fallen out. I will certainly use those again in just a moment to complete the design. Now, I will take the remaining pieces that just fell out and carefully cut some fresh heather stems. Then I will arrange them in the pot, precisely in this manner. With the green tones, we have enough now. I think it looks really beautiful. Look here, I really love this particular shade of green. I think it's just absolutely fantastic, truly a wonderful hue. And then this exquisite combination with the darker, richer tones and the slightly lighter, more delicate shades creates such a beautiful depth and visual interest. Now we'll proceed to incorporate these typical characteristic heather colors. I've already carefully placed one of them in here, ensuring its perfect position, and I will now meticulously add more of them, building up the layers and textures. And here finally comes the third distinct shade, which beautifully complements the others. And this lovely violet is, of course, also incredibly beautiful and adds a delightful touch of elegance and charm to the overall composition. That means we have this shade that's almost pink. Now comes the violet and the greens, and with these I'm going to fill in all the gaps. Before I forget, on the 24th of September, we're holding a workshop at Hof Ulkers. Take a look down in the video description. There's a link to our website, and there you'll find the link to the tickets. You can easily order them online, but of course they're also available at our cafe and restaurant at Hof Ulkers, and I would be absolutely thrilled if you could make it. Whether you're coming from far away or nearby, if you have the chance, just come by. I'd be really excited, and I think Micha, you'll be there too. I'll be there along with another colleague, and also Carmen, Misha's teacher, who is also Kala's camera woman, will be joining us too. I'm really looking forward to that as well, and be sure to check down below in the video description. There's a link to Volkers, or rather to our website, where you'll find certain decorative items. All right, but now I'll continue. I'm already stumbling over my words here, so I'll go on with the purple shade and do the guma. Moni is here with us too, as always, providing invaluable support and companionship. Look, I'll make some ample space here for him to settle in comfortably. And of course, his presence is an absolutely great help, making everything much smoother and more enjoyable. For this task, you can effectively utilize the versatile Muhlenberg action. That particular piece I carefully draped over there on that specific occasion. I'm also meticulously going in between here, adjusting and arranging things with precision so it ultimately looks a bit more naturally relaxed and aesthetically pleasing. And I wanted to give some feedback about the door wreath at the front. Now the rose, or rather the roses, have dried out beautifully, which I honestly didn't expect. At first I thought, well, because they're not hanging down with their heads, of course they're drooping a little crooked now, but I really don't mind that at all. I actually really like it, and now I can just leave it in there as is. So now I'm going to work the remaining ones in here as well. Today really felt like a bit of wellness, at least for the eyes, I think. The weather is beautiful, and making these arrangements was honestly a lot of fun. And now we're already at the finishing touches. And here I have, look, the wild carrot with the gold. Now you can just stick it in wherever you like, add a few little highlights, set some accents, and that's exactly what I'm going to do now. And that was it for today. Our first, well, not really our first, but actually our first autumn table decoration. Dear ones, we really hope we were able to inspire you today. We'd be very happy if you gave us a thumbs up, left a nice comment, or even some constructive criticism. And feel free to follow us on Pinterest, Facebook, or Instagram. There are little updates there too, and I think I'll show the door wreath there as well. Dear ones, I'll just say we're looking forward to decorating with and for you again in the coming days. Yours, Conny, and yours, Micha, your cameraman. Exactly. Dear ones, stay healthy and feel hugged. See you then. Bye.